1. Birds don't urinate. According to the National Audubon Society, unlike mammals, birds don't produce urine. Instead, they excrete nitrogenous wastes in the form of uric acid, which emerges as a white paste. The animals also don't have a urethra, so that paste leaves out their bums. 2. Holland is not a country. Holland is a lovely part of the world with a long and proud history, but it's not a country. Even though many people think it is a nation unto itself, and despite the fact that it's often used to refer to the country where it's located, Holland is, in fact, a region comprised of 2 of the 12 total provinces in the Netherlands. 3. Shooting stars aren't stars. When you see a shooting star, you should absolutely make a wish. As long as you can ignore the fact that what you're seeing isn't actually a star. According to the California Institute of Technology, the streaks we see flying through space are instead rocks or dust that are hitting the Earth's atmosphere. Because they're moving incredibly fast, they heat up and glow brightly in the sky, which is why you can sometimes spot them. 4. The part of your back you can't reach is called the acnestus. Go ahead and try to scratch your back. While you may be able to touch a few spots as you bend your arm around your body, there's a part of your back between your shoulder blades that you likely won't be able to reach. That area is called acnestus, which comes from the Greek word for cheese grater. 5. You can get pregnant while you're already pregnant. Or at least in some cases, you can. According to BBC News, that's what happened to Arifa Sultana, a 20-year-old woman in Bangladesh who gave birth to a baby boy in February and then a pair of twins 26 days later. Sultana was previously unaware of the fact that she has uterus didelphys, which means that she was born with 2 uteruses. Sultana and her twins were released from the hospital 4 days after the mother had undergone a C-section to deliver them. According to her doctor, the mother and all 3 babies are healthy. 6. Your stomach can't digest gum at all, let alone after 7 years. Growing up, you may have been told that you should never swallow gum because it will stay in your stomach for 7 years. And while that sounds dire enough, it's a myth. It remains true that you shouldn't swallow your gum, but the reason is because your body can't digest gum at all. Though some of the components can be broken down in our system, the rubber-like base is indigestible, for the most part. However, you don't have to worry about gum sticking around in your system forever. Pediatric gastroenterologist David Milov told Scientific American that gum probably passes through slower than most foodstuffs, but eventually, the normal housekeeping waves in the digestive tract will sort of push it through. 7. If you have a plan B, your plan A is less likely to work. If you have a big work assignment due, you might be better off not even thinking about what would happen if you handed it in late. In a series of experiments from the University of Pennsylvania in 2016, researchers found that when volunteers came up with a backup plan before starting a task, they did worse at that task than those who hadn't thought of a plan B. That's because when they realized they had options, their motivation for succeeding the first time dropped.